Hello. Hello everyone. I Hello. I started the stream. So like I don't see chat pop up on my OBS until like I hit start streaming. And I hit start streaming like a minute ago, and the first thing I saw was I have to go back and find this. The first thing I saw was Kitten Noodles Yar saying Yee Jamiroquai. And just what an out of context thing to be greeted with. So hello. We're back for more RWBY goodness. I know there is so much critter this week. Yeah. Doing all kinds of stuff. I have another Powerade today. This one is also zero sugar, but this one is white cherry flavor. Maybe my favorite flavor. There's a cucumber flavor. That one's really good, but it's hard to find. Alrighty. Is everyone excited? I'm so excited. We're really in like firm territory of me not knowing what's happening next. like I had some idea for the first few episodes. Now from this point on, like I know, like I've seen the clip of like Moist Critical talking about, I think it's gonna be this episode, this first one, episode 7. I've seen that clip, so I know some like the context of that. But I have no idea what happens. I think Neo shows up at some point in time. There's a cucumber flavor. It might just be Gatorade, but yeah, it's so good. Yeah. So is everyone excited? Should I vamp a little bit more so for more people to like come in and stuff? Yeah, there was something I wanted to say. I saw a lot of people. So I've been rather harsh with my criticisms of the volume so far. I'm hoping it gets really, really good. A lot of people have said that the last few episodes was the best part, so it could be like an anti-Volume 8 kind of thing, you know, where Volume 8 started off really great and then ended not too good at all. But yeah, But I understand some people are very bummed out that I have been not as thrilled with things that they liked a lot about this season, which I totally understand. I just want to let you know that I have been there and I empathize with what you're going through. I loved Volume 6 and everyone said they hated it. I loved Volume 7. Everyone said it was the worst ever, and I really liked the first half of Volume 8, and everyone was like, it's garbage. So, I understand. I empathize. I've been in your shoes. If you really like Volume 9, and I've been like, I'm not too into this, there are a lot of things that I think could have been better. But it's all in good fun. We're all just expressing our thoughts and opinions and stuff, going through and reacting together. Well, thank you, Excalibur, right off the bat. Hey, Critter, after the stream, is it okay if I at you on Twitter so I can explain some things I disagree with? It would be nice to have a calm discussion. For sure, totally. You can always leave you and anyone else. You can at me on Twitter or DM me if you're feeling shy, or leave comments in YouTube. I don't know. Like, I'll try to get to all of them. If I don't reply, it's usually because I just have nothing to say. Thank you, Not All That Evil. For the record, I find your criticism and frustrations just as entertaining. Sweet. Awesome. That's all I can hope to deliver, is even if you don't agree with me, you at least find me fun to listen to. So yesterday, we were talking about, where we would rank this volume so far. I have no solid ideas yet, but I was thinking about how I would personally rank this. So I've made this very, very professional-looking graphic to visualize how I rank the volumes. 3 is my favorite, 5 is the worst in my opinion. I'm thinking Volume 9 is somewhere in the middle. But I just like, I don't know, ranking 2, 4, and 1 was already, like, really hard for me. Because I was like, I don't know, they're all, like, just kind of fine. Like, there are some things I really like, and some things that are, like, meh. And so putting them in an order in this list to begin with was difficult. Thank you, Great Bar. You've been doing us so much lately. Hey, Critter, remember yesterday on the thing about Ironwood plan said might be wrong? I was mistaken on it and wanted to apologize. Aw. It's hard to remember. There's so much of RWBY, so it's hard to remember exactly what everyone says. So I totally get it. I've definitely been at the thing where, like, someone said this for sure, didn't they? And then I go back and I'm like, oh man, I was totally wrong. But yeah, so as of now, how I would rank Volume 9 is mid. Mid is the best way I can describe it for now. But that could change on a whim. Within, like, Volume 8 was going to be very high, and then the last few episodes came out, and that just plummeted down to the bottom. So, anything could happen. It's still anyone's game. On top of that, here's the updated bingo board. We've crossed off Bumblebee, because it happened, but also I decided to cross off Weiss doesn't react to Winter, because we had a great moment for Weiss to talk about how Winter is the maiden now, and we've mentioned Winter several times, and Weiss doesn't seem too interested, or even bothered or anything, about the fact that Winter is now a maiden, so I crossed that one off the bingo board as well. So, good to know. Fun stuff. There's some others that I think I could definitely cross off, but I will wait till the very end, because I'm done. Like, anything could happen. I really have no idea. So, I think that's enough rambling to start. Let's dive in, shall we? Get the intro playing. Oh, this one, actually, before it goes, this one starts with a warning. It starts with, warning, this episode contains themes which might be distressing for some viewers. So I am certain those themes is going to be talking about suicide. I know about the paper people. Thank you, Tiny Pretty. Critter, been loving your content for a really long time. Thank you for all the wonderful videos in the last couple of years. Please keep it up. Thank you! That means a lot. I started committing full time to YouTube within the last couple of years, and I think it's made my content a lot better. You're awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, yes, this episode, the morning, we're gonna talk about suicide within these last few episodes. If that is not your thing, and you don't want to talk about it, and you don't want to hear other people talking about it, feel free to bounce. Totally understandable. Just warning for people to understand that this is where the progression of the story is going forward. So, and thank you, Evan. Wow. Probably gonna have to dip out real early since I'm at work, but I hope that you have fun and enjoy yourself, even if you don't like the episode. Even if you don't like the episodes, same goes to chat. Love you, dorks. Aw, what a nice little comment. Thank you. I hope I have fun too. I'm really excited. People have been hyping up these last few episodes for so long. And thank you, Anton. You're closer to bingo than I had assumed. I know. But I know for sure. Wow, guys, jeez. Thank you, Lavaros. I've disagreed with the majority of your RWBY opinions, except Volume 5 being trash fire. A trash fire made of wet farts. That is so accurate. But your content makes me think. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. That's one thing. Personally, I love hearing opinions and, like, critique videos that are completely opposite of what I tend to think, just because I really love thinking, like, hearing what other people have to say about it. Like, I said to myself this morning as I was doing the dishes, I said, I would really love to hear a full video, like a fully fleshed out, fully formed video expressing why people like Volume 9 so much. Because I was like, I don't see it. And a lot of people say they really like Volume 9, but I'm just not seeing it. So I'd love it if someone explained it all in, like a full hour-long H-Bomber Guy style, Jenny Nicholson style video to just explain it all to me. Because I would love to see that. Thank you, Throwaway. $11. Thank you. Sorry. I thought that was your text. You're awesome. Thank you so much. With the bingo, I would be getting a bingo for sure if Weiss gets to develop. She has several episodes left to do so, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. You're all so nice. Thank you so much for all the super chats right off the bat. You're all awesome. Thank you. This has been such a fun week. Great bar. Jeez Louise. Finally at peak. Also, after stream, would like to DM some great art that came from Ep. Ooh, yes, please. Wow, and thank you, Kayo. Thank you, Kayo. Kayo? Kayo. It's important to hear opinions on things opposite to how you feel about something. It helps bring context to why something is good or bad. Yes. Yes, it is. And also, it makes you, like, as a personal thing, it makes you very interesting to talk to. When you have a wide breadth of experiences and understanding contextually versus things you do and don't like, it makes you so interesting as a person to talk to. You'll be a hit at parties. Thank you, Excalibur. Good thing I already thought about making the video. Yeah! Yes! Do it! I want to hear it. I want to see it. Yeah, I saw someone comment, name-dropping Jenna Nicholson, one of my favorite content creators. I love her videos so much. I have rewatched her My Little Pony, the last BronyCon documentary, basically, so many times. Over and over again. It's just one of my favorites. It's so good. I drink my Powerade. I had too many cups of coffee last night, so now I feel like I'm dehydrated today. Alrighty. Oh yeah, Phoenix Knight. Yeah. Now that once I've finished watching the volume, I can go back and rewatch everyone else's videos about it. That's gonna be so much fun. That's gonna be like a whole day. Alright. Here we go. Episode 7, The Perils of Paper Houses. How funny. In Ever After High, there was also origami, living origami birds in their version of Wonderland too. Great minds think alike. What a fascinating direction for Jean. Fascinating. Thank you, 3DS Fell God. I did read your comment, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, I had never considered making Jean the White Rabbit. And I think that's what they're implying here, with the time thing, and I'm late. That was the first thing he just said here. I guess it makes so much sense though, and I'm disappointed I hadn't thought of it before. So, like, interesting. I am into that. I think that is a very clever twist they've gone with. Jesus. Ruby, where is your weapon? Yesterday you just seemed very, very not excited to see it, so we're just wondering why you don't have it on you. Because we can't read the room. So I heard about the paper people when I watched Moist Critical talking about the scene. I wasn't expecting this. I guess, I don't know. I wasn't expecting little star-shaped people. I guess I thought like people. Like still origami, but like people shaped in interesting direction. Yeah, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. Emotional intelligence of a lima bean for sure. I don't watch Moist Critical. I just saw that clip because it went like the RWBY fandom went over like bonkers over him talking about it. I know he's smart, like he's had a very intelligent conversations, and he has funny memes, but I don't really know much about him. Ooh, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Thank you, Karma. Love your content, but gotta get back to work. Got caught watching you by my boss, Rip. Well, good luck. Have fun. Thank you, Great Bar. Oh, if I have hate WBY scene in this scene, it's coming up after this. Ooh. Ooh. No, that's weird of Jean. He named the paper people after his friend. Like, I understand. Man, Jean, this poor motherfucker, he's just going through the ringer. This poor man. This poor dude. He's gone through so much. He's gonna be like a trauma dumpster. he's an entire city of heartache, and I feel bad for him. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. It kept me up at night. I was thinking about the scene where he plucked the thyme fruit off of the tree and went back in time. And I was thinking about how that is like a literal nightmare. That is terrifying. What a horrible experience. This poor dude. This poor guy. I feel bad. Okay, so his main thing is he wants to protect the paper pleasers. What if... But they'll just ascend, won't they? Like, if they get, like, destroyed by water... Because they said that the only way you could, like, die is by getting eaten by a Jabberwocker. So, if they just get destroyed by water and come back... Like, they're still coming back, right? It's an interesting dilemma. Jean doesn't believe in ascension. I don't blame him, but like, I'm gonna say this is very smart. This is all very smart. It's a very smart way to make him the White Rabbit and have him be like, because the White Rabbit's thing is I'm late for a very important date, to have him be running around trying to protect everybody from their various issues. And so he has like this insane schedule that he has. That's a smart way of doing it. This is clever. See, this is why I like RWBY when they are clever with how they take a fairy tale and rework it into, like, they reimagine it. When they do that, very smart, very fun. This is the kind of thing I came to RWBY for. Just wholesale ripping off Wonderland was boring, but this interesting twist on an element from Wonderland, that makes sense. There we go. That's a lot of fun. There we go. I wonder how many people died before Jean got his schedule figured out. I'm going to guess probably a lot, because you don't learn a whole schedule like this overnight. Thank you, Life Metal. My favorite RWBY stuff is BlazBlue BBTAG, because they're them. Nice. I never played it. Thank you, Sky Slasher. How does Jean not realize that the paper pleasers don't want to be saved when these accidents happen so frequently? He knows when they come. He might just have this horrible, man, here we go, sad theory time, strap in. He might have, I guess hero complex is the best way I can think of describing it. He's let so many people die on his watch. Pyrrha died. Amber died. Penny died. A lot of people have died, and he was always supposed to be the one there to protect them. And then they end up just dying. So he might just have this horrible complex that he needs to try to protect people because he's failed so much out of it before that he has completely, like, missed the point of whether or not they need protecting or not. Interesting. Someone said to go back and read his list. I will do so. Let's see exactly what it says. Let's go from the top. Disastrous lighting of the paper lantern. That was the top one. Save PP from the residual something the first fire. Okay. Brunch. Patrol the town, check in on individual PP. Stop the Pebble Town from toppling. Secure the dam. Save Ren from falling into Koi Pond. Watch out for terrible twos. Star, angry face. Keep away from Shredder. Keep away from Shredder. If any traveling salesmen/traders come through, check for hazardous goods. If you wouldn't give it to a baby, don't give it to the PPs. So there we go. That's what it is. He sees them as essentially like children. It's not that they're so fragile because they're built this way. He's going to, like, protective dad mode, basically, you know? If you wouldn't give it to a baby, don't give it to the paper pleasers. Help with daily construction/beautifying projects so PP don't get injured. I wonder how, before Jean showed up, how did the paper pleasers do things? Because he said that their purpose is to beautify things and to take care of things, basically. But they're so fragile that they would easily be disposed of. I wonder, like, does him preserving them even help in any regard? Does it even matter? Or would it just be like they are only strong enough to withhold, they are only strong enough to do the job they are intended, and then the intention would be that they would wither and die, and then ascend and come back, so they could do their same job again. Interesting. I'm sure we won't ever touch on these things, but it's fun to speculate on. No more fried foods, too much grease. Tea shop fiasco. Stop the second fire. Save PP from the residual water from the second fire. Check in at sandpaper knife shop. Help rake the sand. Asterisk, you'd be surprised how dangerous a rake can be. Keep Oscar away from anything that can be used as a kite string. Oh, stop the goose. Repair scarecrows in rice fields. If late, fight off giant crows / make new scarecrows. Ruby will help. Stop carts from crashing. East Marketplace. Stop the coffee maker at the cafe before it explodes. So that's all very specific stuff. So they... Oh, it's not done. Something paper indoors before daily wind surge. Stop Nora from climbing Pebble Tower during the storm. Trust me, this one ends poorly. Take the scissors from Neptune. Stop the bandits. Stop the third and final, hopefully, fire. Help Pyrrha with her homework. Homework? Homework? Stop the unfolding, you'll know it when you see it. Unfolding? Well, that definitely sounds like that they're trying to kill themselves at that point. Take away the makeshift lightning rods during the storm. Get the paper pleasers to bed. Final rounds. Find a way home. Okay. Interesting. So that's all, like, they do these things clockwork. And it sounds like even after they die and ascend, they come back and they still do it like clockwork. Is it a commentary on the inevitable? Okay, interesting. Alright, this is something I'll have to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over the paper pleasers for a long time. Because the intention of this world is everything is made with a purpose, and they're made a certain way to execute that purpose. You know? Like, I don't think it's, happenstance that the paper pleasers are made of paper. I don't think it was happenstance that the herbalist is a giant caterpillar-like monster thing. I think their build and their purpose are one and coincide with each other. So it feels maybe like Jean is just trying to delay the inevitable. Does that mean something in the long run? Jean is 100% crazy. He's 1,000% crazy. That guy needs to go to therapy. Ugh. A lot of Barbara's line delivery for, like, every time I hear her, like, at the start of a new day, it just baffles me how unconfidently her delivery has been. And it sucks because I felt like she was doing a lot better recently. I feel like that's a directing problem, though. Well, maybe Barbara's just not into it much anymore. They do all kind of... I think everyone should talk to a therapist at some point in time. At least. Okay, so this paper pleaser walked up and was like, we want to ascend because we've done our purpose, we've been done with it for a while, and we want to make something new. I'm wondering if this is Rooster Teeth's attempt at addressing the criticisms of Jean's assisted suicide with Penny. Because they tend to do that. They tend to hear what people have to say about something they did before, and then in the next volume, suddenly there's a thing that has them addressing that concept. And like, trying to band-aid it in retrospect. And so, you know, Jean was willing to kill Penny then and there when she wanted to die. And now here, he's so against the idea of helping or letting these people ascend, which he views as death. We could argue it's a reactionary thing from having to go through Penny's assisted suicide. Unless I'm gonna wait for him to say something about it. Because I don't know. It's also eyebrow raising that none of the paper pleasers he named are Penny. He never named any of them Penny. So let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, back into story mode. It's such a weird, what weird. What a weird decision for Rooster Teeth to go with. What if we made a whole species of characters who just really want to, in essence, die? It's not death. We will insist that it is not death. But that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do is they just want to die. So now you're faced with the conundrum of, well, if that's all they want, would you deny them this? Is this, again, them commentating on the assisted suicide thing with Penny? It's like, well, it's what she wanted. It's what they wanted. Don't you feel bad for them? We put sad music over this montage of Jean stopping them from killing themselves, because you're supposed to feel sad. You're supposed to cheer for them to die. It's weird. It's a weird choice. It is a weird choice. I'm just gonna say that. Throwing that out there. I had a thought, by the way. I'm gonna interrupt myself. I know I've already been blabbering on. So, I had a thought. Remember in episode 4, I think it was, when they met the herbalist and they were talking to themselves in the, like, smoke cloud? Do you remember that part? I thought to myself, it would have been infinitely cooler if their past selves were their actual poser models. Like, they had animated the parts of them from Poser, and then, like, done it over a green screen, and then basically superimposed the poser models into the scene. So then when they talk to their past selves, it's literally their past selves. Because it would, one, look better than the models they went with in Engine. But also, two, because every time we see something from the past, both, like it happens like with this little mini story time we just had with Jean, talking, like saving the paper pleasers, and then later when he was talking about Alex and Luis, and also just like a bunch of things. Like, whenever we talk about something that happened in the past, it's presented to us like it's a storybook. Like the pages from a storybook kind of deal. Even way back when Yang was telling Blake about her taking Ruby in a wagon to go look for Raven. So it would kind of work because their poser models feel more like storybook pages because of the more papery aesthetic to their hair, the way it flows and stuff like that. And also it would just be a kind of a neat touch, I'd say. Or maybe I just really want something other than the models they went with. But anyway, just a thought I had. I thought it would have been really cool. Thanks Excalibur. Those models are probably long gone, sadly. Yeah, I probably. But I bet someone on the internet has saved them. The internet keeps all kinds of things. Or someone on the internet could easily recreate them. Or something. Maybe I'm just an optimist. Yeah, the ascending thing is like reincarnation. Because, like, they seem to remember who they were before, right? Like, they don't forget who they are. So, it's just weird. It's a weird direction. Yeah, no shit, John's not right about the tree. Like, of course not. Like, he's not from here. I think the people who are from here would know how the tree works. Thank you, not all that evil. They completely forgot who they were unless they don't. Oh, so, okay. So, it's a bit of a catch-22. So I know, the point of this is that they don't want to do Jean's very boring sounding list of chores, but they sure did leap to, wow, babysitting the paper pleasers sounds like a complete ass and we don't want to do that very quickly. Like, they haven't even started doing something. And they're already like, yeah, we're not doing this. You think Jean being... Get out of here, Sky Slasher. Stop that. No. Bad. Bonk. Get out of here. He sees them as babies. No, of course he didn't. Oh, Jean, I didn't see you walking up. Literally right behind us. Had to walk through the whole room to get here first. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going back for a second. Whoa! I gotta get rid of my little, like, floaty guys to show you this. So, we're gonna actually see the whole thing in motion on screen. You guys ready? It's gonna be very exciting. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Watch Yang. Look at her mouth flaps. Her mouth flaps do not line up with her dialogue. I literally just realized you can't hear the dialogue, so hold on a sec. Let me just turn that up, and now we'll do that again.
But what if the cow was telling the truth? Maybe not.
Did you see that? Could you hear that? Was that a thing? you could do. I'm telling you, I promise. It doesn't line up correctly. Weird. They've never had that happen. Like, that's so weird. They've never had bad lip, like they've had like weird lip flaps because their old models are like old puppets and stuff. Has Twins watched Volume 9 yet? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. She hasn't mentioned anything. I know the copyright police. If it's under 7 seconds, I should be fine. They're just doing what they're designed to do. Well, is that bad? What is the moral? Is it bad to do when you're designed to do, or is it a good thing? Are we meant to feel sorry that they don't get to do the thing they're designed to do, or are we meant to be upset that is a life these I don't know what they're trying to tell me in this story. There we go. That was it. That was it. There we go. Because I can actually protect these people. It's so weird that he decided to protect. I guess they wouldn't be able to fight back. Like, they can't stop him. He's wearing armor. He's wearing whole ass armor. And they're made out of paper. They can't stop him from protecting them. So after not being able to protect the people he was fighting so hard to protect, now he's just desperate to protect something. Interesting. I'll give it this. The show RWBY very rarely ever actually addresses interestingly complex dilemmas like this without giving you a black and white perspective for the answer. So interesting. A lot of good music. They've had like actual background music this episode, and it's good. What a surprise when there's actually background music. It's really good. That was a weird line for Weiss. Her delivery sounded weird. It sounded like they took 2 different takes and, like, cut them up and jammed them together. Thank you, Great Bar. So what I gather, that they have a task when they realize their flaws and complete the task, they want to go to the tree and change, but because of Jean's trauma, he won't let them as he sees it as death. Yes, that's what it seems like. Because also, like, I see why he thinks it's death. He thinks Alex killed Luis. I'm gonna throw a theory out there. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Theory. I think Luis also made it back and he was one of Ozpin's past lives. Throwing that out there. Could be wrong. Just saying. More combat stuff. Yeah. About time. I was thinking about how little action has been in this volume so far. Oh, that was a nice little combo Blake and Yang did. I'm not into this song. little whaley. Like, it's not bad, but just, like, not for me. I will say, while the combat has been brief and sparse, the actual choreography, like their moves that they're doing, very cool. Like, they're doing things we haven't seen before, which is real nifty. I appreciate that. I guess in the long run, I'd rather take less fights, but more interesting fights, versus a bunch of fights, but look bad, you know? They haven't been amazing fights, though. They've been fine. Here we go. It's happening. What? It's Neo! The whole time! Shut the fuck up, Jean. God. Piss ass, bitch, little asshole. Oh, I look over and the girl who's usually like all on top of protecting people is just standing still. Not even like afraid or angry or disinterested, like frozen. God. How dare she? And I knew this was coming too. I knew this was gonna start happening. Are you okay? No, she's obviously not. Like, the signs have been there this whole time. And you all flock to fucking go over to Jean and be like, oh, Jean, you're sad. We've noticed immediately. We're so good at reading people. Jean, let us make you feel better. Sorry you're sad. As Ruby is like having a whole crisis in the background. Emotional damage. Nice. Thank you, Brian. Why is everyone so mean to Ruby this volume? I know, right? Like, everyone lost, like, all brain cells and basic empathy to arbitrarily be bitchy towards Ruby. Ruby's going off and she's like, why? Because I'm the leader? And I will say, this makes no sense. They haven't really been treating you like you're the leader this volume. And also, you chose to be the leader? Like, that is something you decided to do? Weird direction for this conversation to start with. the "oh, but I'm the leader" deal. It feels like the Blake and Yang confession. Like, you had all these good things that the show has already set up for you to use for the dialogue, and instead we're coming up with something else, I guess. Like, oh, are you gonna talk about how even when you guys pushed each other away, you still love each other? No, you're good at books and you're smart. Oh, alright, yeah. I guess that works for Yang. Oh, Ruby, you gonna snap at them at how you're clearly going through a lot and they don't seem to care about the things you're going through? No, talk about how you're mad you have to be the leader. Okay. Like, I guess that's like, that can add on top of it, but that doesn't seem like the first thing I'd point out. Thank you, KO. In total, up to this point, here's the tally of who tried to talk to Ruby. Blake, never. Weiss, once in Chapter 2. Yang, 4 times. Chapter 1, Chapter 4, Chapter 6, Chapter 7. Yeah, but every time Yang talked to her, she was, like, snapping at her. It's like, ugh, you weren't supposed to be her. You sound like Ironwood. Like, well, come on. Also, I hate this. Ruby is fucking telling them what's up, and Blake, looks sad and cowers behind Yang, and Yang looks pissed and stands in front of Blake. First of all, Blake, you're a freedom fighter. Stand up for yourself. Don't cower behind your girlfriend. And Yang, that's your fucking sister. Could you act like you care about her for 7 seconds of your fucking selfish bitch-ass life? You fucking dumb blonde bitch. My god, you found a girlfriend, and then you've completely stopped caring about anyone else in your life. You're so awful. I hate Yang. These last few volumes have just completely ruined her. So dumb. Do you not look worried for Ruby? This is not a fault of the animators or the storytellers. I guess maybe? Thank you, Not All That Evil. I honestly feel like the writers/animators straight up do not realize what it is that they're setting up and are just reacting to the fans' reactions. Yes. 100%. Yes. Absolutely. Like, without a doubt. It feels entirely like, oh, responses to things people have said before. Yeah, like, you can have Blake and Yang make out and be girlfriends and whatnot, but stop making Yang be the worst sister in the world. She doesn't have to be this horrible fucking cunt all the time. God. Don't get pissed off because your sister is clearly going through a lot of emotional trauma and, like, you're just trying to ignore it. Sorry, people have emotions. Is Ruby's emotions a bother to you? Poor baby. Thank you, Stereotype Gamer. Yang is too busy chasing brunettes to care about her sister's well-being, for sure. Fucking right. From being the mom of the group, she sure turned into the trash can of the group really quickly, huh? Oh, I'll take care of you and I'll protect you and you're my sister. And now it's like, who are you? Are we even related? I don't care. I gotta go make out with the cat some more. And yes, this whole thing with Ruby, so satisfying. You're 100% correct, Picky. Oh my god. I'm like, yes. Say it. Get it out there. I understand this is where the homophobic Ruby memes come from. I know you're making fun, and I know she's not being homophobic, but it's so cathartic hearing her be like, yeah, we're all happy. Could you, there are other things in the world, though, than just you two holding hands and making out. I've never liked Ruby more. Thank you, Omar. Look, it's the girl who sees her sister as a threat. Seriously, Yang's protecting Blake from Ruby really bugged me. Like, you know that's your sister. For real. It's like when like, Crow was like standing near Ozpin one time, and they all like raised their weapons at him. I was like, can you guys think? Can you guys empathize? Thank you, Wild Pilot. Hey, Critter, what did I miss? Kind of a lot. I've talked about how Yang is now the worst character. Just the worst. The paper pleasers are interesting. The dilemma with Jean and the paper pleasers is an interesting thing. But also, I don't understand why. Like, it's a weird decision. No, yeah. And also, like, thank you, RWBY. I've never liked RWBY more. This is her at her absolute best. Yeah, RWBY best girl? Unprecedented. This has never happened before. RWBY's clearly sad and going through trauma. We can't be bothered. Oh, but Jean's sad about the paper pleasers who also wanted to ascend. We all gotta stop to take time to tell him how we're sorry for him. This has been a really good example of how to make your characters unlikable as hell. Oh, shut the fuck up, Jean. Fuck you, Jean. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking loser. You're a loser. You can't protect real fucking people, and you can't protect paper people either. Thank you, Great Bar. I'd love to see if there's more Bumblebee moments, RWBY. Like, come on. Thank you, not all that evil. Homophobic RWBY just exists to tell everyone to shut up about Bumblebee. It's weird. It's like this weird thing that Rooster Teeth keeps doing with this volume, where something will happen, and then they'll have two different sides to the same thing. Like, oh, well, you wanted Bumblebee, so here it is. But also, oh, you guys keep bitching about Bumblebee, so here that is. Like, they're trying to play both sides of the field, basically, with criticisms. Which is a weird choice. God, I hate John. I hate John. I hate him so much. Thank you, Curly Art. A lot of the dialogue in these last couple of episodes make me suspect RWBY's whole conflict this volume is just more reactive writing. Yes. There's so many lines of dialogue that just feel like it was based entirely off of things people said in reaction to Volume 8. Thank you, Adam. RWBY is pretty much, you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yes. That'd be a good meme. It's not her plan. Idiot. Dumb fucking loser. Stupid ass Jean. Once again, Jean, dumb idiot, can't do anything right. Can't even fucking protect one person. Really? Really? You loser? Can't even protect your stupid paper people no matter how hard you try because you're a loser. This is just me being mad because RWBY is right and Jean is wrong and I'm upset. It's not... It's not a writing problem. The writing is actually very good to make me this, like, emotional over this dialogue. Unprecedented, I'd say. But no, it wasn't RWBY's plan. It was everybody's plan. You were a part of the plan-making process. Shut up. Shut up. You old bastard. Oh. Shut up, Jean. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Kodacast? That's my best guess. Thank you. It feels like they want to do something other than her mom's dead for once, which is so refreshing, right? Like, RWBY's only development has been, hey, that mother of yours, she's dead. Aren't you sad? And, like, getting this... I never would have expected this. This is awesome to see for RWBY. Such a good RWBY volume. I heard people saying that, but I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to get, like, actually angry. Because of the things the characters are... I'm not angry at the writing. That's the thing. I'm angry because that's the emotion I should be feeling. it looks the same. but this is good. This is good anger. The intention with this was to make me, the viewer, angry. And they've succeeded at it. Oh, of course, Jean's like, oh, sorry, I said a mean thing. Thank you, Anton. Critter choosing violence today. I choose violence every day. Both Ruby and Jean are right? No, I disagree. I personally disagree. I think Jean is entirely wrong. Like, I understand they're both going through a lot. Thank you, Great Bar. Okay, a complaint. I don't think that Ruby line is a ton in check of Bumblebee. It more Ruby's upset where she's struggling and suffering. These two idiots are, like, enjoying it and getting feelings across. Yeah, like they're trapped and everything's horrible and Ruby's worried they've fucked over the whole world and some of her best friends are now double dead. And Blake and Yang are back there being like, hi, you want a date? Let's make out. Like, they're just completely unbothered with the problems, not only that they have caused, but also that Ruby is clearly very upset by. Like, I'd be upset too if I was going through the throes of it, and two of my closest companions were just too busy making out to care. But I don't agree with Jean. It makes sense for his character to say these things. But personally, I disagree with him. But I see where you're coming from if you say you do. Oh shit. Oh fuck, she blasted off. She took off. Whoever, I get comments to this fucking day. I get comments being like, Ruby's semblance isn't super speed. It clearly is. She just blasted across the acre in 2 seconds. It's clearly super speed. They explained it in Volume 7, Volume 8, they explained it in detail. It's super speed, it just also lets her defy physics, but it's super speed. That's the important part. I never want to see anyone saying, actually, it's not actually super speed, ever again. Thank you again, KO. I wonder how much Ruby wanted to hurt Jean for what he said in the moment she decided to run off. Probably a lot. Probably just too much hurt to really even process it. Thank you, Excalibur. Salem, you look a lot like Joe. Ruby, who's Joe? Salem, Joe Mama. No! Thank you, NG Chloe. You guys are commenting too fast. Everyone's been putting their weight on Ruby, I guess. Yeah, they expect her to always be happy. She's always just meant to, like, be the rock that helps everyone else. And when she needed a rock for herself, none of her friends were there for her. That's gotta suck. Thank you, Jared, the astral artist. I will say, shout out to good delivery for Miles. I will say yes. Yesterday I was very harsh on his delivery as Old Man Miles. Old Man Jean. I'm not a super fan of it, personally, but this, good here. Good delivery here. When they need to, the actors can be very good. Except for Barbara. She's been horrible this volume. And Weiss hasn't sounded great either. But Jean knocking it out of the park. Ruby with Lindsay, especially knocking it out of the park. Oh my god. This is probably some of Lindsay's best work for Ruby. You know? I think that's the end of the episode. It's probably credits after this. Yeah, it's gonna fade into credits. Yup, there we go. Faded into credits. Weird. Interesting. Okay, so that was episode 7. Not what I expected. Not what I expected. Sorry, I'm just like processing it. I see what people are saying when they say that they like this volume. That was definitely the best episode so far. It introduced not only a very fascinating and complex topic that has a weird moral dilemma that you wouldn't expect, and I'm still a little hung up on, but executed in a way that didn't feel black and white or like ill thought out. Everything made sense. Like every character's reactions, every character's actions, words, everything they did and said, it all made sense. It wasn't a slow episode either. Even though it wasn't even walking and talking, it was just sitting and talking. Thank you, Great Bar. We'll send art now on DMs as episode's over. Dope. And thank you, The Real Mikey. It's her best work because she actually gets emotion to work with other than being happy/positive all the time. True. That's the thing. When you can do a range of emotions, it shows how good you are as a voice actor. Yeah, it set up our threat. They now know Neo's here. We had a fight. It was a pretty decent fight. And even though it took, like all the other episodes, it took the majority of the episode for the fight to start, it was probably the longest fight they've had so far, and had interesting elements, and then the real climax wasn't even the combat, which is cool. The climax was the emotional bit, with Ruby and Jean yelling at each other. And it wouldn't have worked if we hadn't have done all the setup stuff from before, and even the setup from before, like the village catches, like, explodes, you know? So even just the standing around talking stuff has a level of excitement to it. So, interesting. That was definitely the best episode so far. What a good one. I'm glad it lived up to the hype. Everyone had such praise for it. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I really don't. I'm nervous. I'm scared now. What's gonna happen next? What do we do? The tea amidst terrible trouble. Okay. I'm nervous. There was a lot of emotion in that last one. I'm glad I chopped up 7, 8, and then 9, 10. I thought about just doing 10 on its own. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm already, all emotion-filled. Yeah, that was a very good episode. That was a good one. Episode 7. It's a shame it took that long. Oh, hold up. Wait. Thank you, Don Data R4R. I'm sure you're supposed to pronounce it a specific way. I think episode 8 is the best of the volume. Ooh. Interesting. Off the bat, it has another warning. Which I am going to assume is addressing suicide. It says the episode contains themes which might be distressing for some viewers. So, viewer discretion advised. I think it's suicide, because that was what we talked about last time with the paper pleasers, but I don't know for surezies. That was a great episode. I'm blown away. Here, I'll let the intro play as I blabber on about what I'm thinking. I wish it didn't take that long. The episodes 1 through 6 felt like kind of a waste of time, which is pretty par for the course with RWBY. A lot of their volumes tend to feel like a big waste of time, and then things finally start happening at the very end. I don't know. It's only 10 episodes long, too, so that's the biggest thing. I feel like we could have expedited episodes 1, 2, and 3 into 1 or 2 episodes. You know, there was a lot that we could have cut out of those ones. That was a lot of filler in there. Thank you, Android D. Wish episode 7 was called Perils of Paper People instead. What was it called? It was something of paper houses, wasn't it? Your title sounds cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of episodes 1 through 3 could have been 1 or 2 episodes at best, and then 4 and 5 could have been mixed together a little bit. Cut out some of the fluff from episode 6. It could have been a movie. Everyone who said it could have been a movie, it could have been a movie. Honestly. I'm not drinking my Powerade because it's too much. Alrighty. Here we go. I'm so happy we're starting with RWBY. I was so worried we were gonna go back to Jean and the Loser Patrol. I'm suddenly much more endeared to Little in these moments. Don't yell at Little. God, I'm happy we're talking about this stuff. So good. Thank you. Dustiest Tomes. Thank you. I just want to say that your Volume 9 pre-write was really good. I liked how you showed Vacuo, your B's confession was superior, Yang was a good sister, etc. Thank you. I'm glad I did mine before watching this. So then I could come up with my own thoughts and ideas. And then seeing how they've done these things, like, that are somewhat similar to what I've done, is, fascinating. But thank you. I really like my pre-write. I like how it came out a lot. I'm glad I did show Vacuo. That's probably my biggest critique of this volume, is that they didn't even attempt to show us the others. Maybe there's a reason for that. Thank you, Claudine. WBY might as well be shadow people this episode. I'm fine with that. I'm willing to get away from them for a while, quite frankly. They've gotten on my nerves, and I want some distance. But yeah, I'm super glad RWBY's actually talking about these things. Like, Rooster Teeth so often they just have the characters ignore or jump over difficult topics of, did we do something wrong? Have we fucked up? Am I a bad person? I did not. Never in a million years would I have expected Rooster Teeth to actually attempt this with RWBY right now. Especially with RWBY. You know, she's always supposed to be like the fun one, the happy one. God, it's crazy seeing RWBY express so many emotions, too. She feels so blasé most of the time. Interesting. Oh shit. Oh balls. I'm honestly, oh Jesus, I'm amazed we just dove right in. It's 4 minutes, and we've just dove right in. I am bamboozled. I expected a lot more other random crap. Like a whole episode of walking and talking, and then we got to this kind of stuff. I'm nervous. I don't want to hit play. I'm scared. I'm filled with so many emotions. Guys, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You all kept saying it got really good here, and I didn't believe you. I'm a fool. I thought you were all exaggerating. I'm not ready. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. I'm not fine. I'm. Oh my god. There's so many emotions inside me. Oh my god. I expected this too. That's the thing. I expected Torchwick to show up. I gotta put my glasses back on. I took my glasses off because I was scared. And I was... Hold on. Thank you, Great Bar. Fun fact, this episode had 2 spoil thumbnails. That was because of Crunchyroll, not RWBY. Wow. Good job, Crunchyroll. I expected Torchwick to come back because Torchwick got like a whole new voice actor for Ice Queendom. And I expected them to find a way to get him into the volume 2 because they tend to do that. It would make sense. Marketing. You know, if he's in the booth, find a reason to keep him there, you know? I'm gonna go back a quick second. I'm going through it. I bet if I had read the book, there would be a lot more interesting things for me to catch here. Wow, it's crazy seeing Torchwick. What fascinating... So fun fact, last night I started watching Trigun Stampede, and I was thinking about how the lighting and compositing in Trigun is a lot better than RWBY. But seeing painting Torchwick, it looks amazing. And I'm like, why can't the whole show have compositing and lighting like this? Sorry, I saw Pyrrha. And I was... Fuck. Shit. I'm not okay. Oh. And you have Clover here. It's everyone who died! Ah! Oh! Oh! I thought it was just people who are important to RWBY. And then I'm like, why Clover? Clover's not important. And then Leo's sitting there. And it's everyone who died! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh no! Does Torchwick and Pyrrha sound off? Torchwick is a different voice actor, so he definitely sounds off. It's a completely different man. It might just be that, Jen Brown voicing Pyrrha, you know, it's been a long time. It's been a while. The last time she voiced someone who no, I guess she was Pyrrha in Ice Queendom. Maybe she was just tired. You know, they probably recorded her lines for Ice Queendom and her lines for this all in one sitting. So she might have just been, like, done a lot. Oh, it's weird. Oh, it's weird seeing Pyrrha's green eyeshadow in this engine. Oh, it's so weird. Their eyeshadow looks so different. Because in Poser, it's like a texture. Oh, it's wacky. Oh, Torchwick said reality's getting fuzzier by the minute, kid. and there was a rack focus, I thought my quality had just dropped. It was the fuzziness of reality. That's clever. I don't know how I feel about, well, I guess it's fine. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Thank you, Excalibur. She had eyeshadow? Yeah, she had this lime green eyeshadow stuff. It's hard to see because her hair was usually in the way. It's more apparent here in this model. Thank you, Lavaros. Sad fact, Billy Kamitz and Christopher Weckham both voiced Roman here, as Billy died before he could complete his lines, which they kept out of respect. Aw, that's so nice. Damn, that is a sad fact, but it's very sweet of them to do that. Thank you, Nina. Except the Fawn is captain in Volume 2. Fawn is captain? Oh, well, maybe Ruby didn't know him that well. So, having Neo unlock an extra step of her semblance that lets her basically get to talk through her shadow clones, I guess is what I'll call them. I guess it works. I'm disappointed. I would have liked to see sign language, ASL. But I understand. I get it. At least they came to a conclusion that doesn't feel out of pocket, you know? Like, this makes sense, seeing her shadow doubles evolve into something more physical, you know? So yeah. Let's keep going. God, it's weird. The leaves from the tree help you ascend. Okay. I'm thinking back to, like, the herbalist and stuff. I'm glad Ruby had the exact reaction I wanted her to have, to, really? You're still blaming me for what happened to Torchwick? Good stuff. Good stuff right there. Oh, thank you, Austin. This is actually a pretty clever way to have Neo talk without actually giving her a voice. I agree. I get it. Like, it's not what I wanted. I really just wanted to see her do ASL, but I understand. I'm glad they came with a conclusion that made sense. And this makes sense. This feels like a natural conclusion, you know? I wonder... Oh, Jesus. I wonder if people... Thank you, Carter! Ascension is essentially death. Keep that in mind. Yeah. We think... Like, even if she ascended the same way the Aftarians would do, there's only like a 50-50 chance that she would remember who she is, and she'd still have to be, like, rebuilt from the ground up and whatnot. I was gonna say, I wonder if people are still in the camp of, like, Neo's a good person. She's just misunderstood. Because I saw so much, like, Neo redemption stuff. And I was always like, how? She's literally like a crazy murderer. How? What? Her whole motivation is she wants to kill specifically Ruby. How could she become a good guy? How could she switch sides like Emerald? Like Emerald had the like stepping stones of redemption slowly scattered across the way. But everyone who was like, Neo redemption. I'm like, how? Literally where? Oh, and of course we cut away to the loser patrol. No! Damn it, how could you just run off like that? Because you're a fucking shit-ass sister, Yig. Yes. Shout out to it being Weiss to come to this accurate conclusion about Ruby's emotions. Not Ruby's sister. Not Ruby's sister. Weiss. The one who's been basically a background character since Volume 5. Didn't Emerald murder a librarian? Yeah. Just things happened. Damn. This is crazy, guys. Thank you, Excalibur. I mean, if Megatron isn't the Transformers comics can get redemption, Neo could also, I guess. Yeah, Mercury technically killed him. Emerald was there. But technically. It's crazy. It's crazy hearing these characters say these things, but also at the same time, I wonder how Neo would know what exactly to say here. Neo wasn't there for a lot of this stuff. Let's keep going. Weird Neo went with human Penny. I bet they just wanted to go with the model again, because they didn't get to use it too much. God. It's weird seeing Ozpin just going ham, just beating her. Oh man, guys. Oh, that warning in the beginning? I get it now. I understand. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you're right, Selena. Gotta get their foot fetish in there somewhere. Thank you, Not All That Evil. If Neo was there, though, how would you know? True. Fair. Thank you, Curly. Oh my god! Curly, you've made me pause at the correct time! I love how Lionheart does nothing but an icon, just like in the story. What, Neo looked at his dumb weapon and Neo was like, no, we're not doing that. I realize, you guys... Yesterday, at the very end of the stream, you were like, wait, does Critter ship Rose Garden? And I was like, yeah, I kinda do. I understand why you are asking now. Jeez. This is fucked up. Man, thinking about, remember the first episode when Ruby saw a wacky talking mouse and they screamed and it was silly? Yeah, we're a long way from that now, aren't we, huh? What the hell? Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god. Great bar. So Ruby line, I don't want to be me, crushed me, and seeing as had some issues with imposter syndrome, it hit me hard. That's the toughest line they've ever had in the whole show. That thing I just said about the warning, I was wrong. I was wrong, it wasn't that. It wasn't the violence. It wasn't the emotional torment. It was Ruby being like, I don't want to be me anymore. Oh my god. I thought the cat had ulterior motives. I wasn't expecting this. I'm sad we got like 6 minutes left still, guys. I can't take 6 more minutes. I'm not emotionally prepared for this. What a fascinating... So I thought they went with the curious cat just because, like, it could get them to ask questions and exposit, and it sounds similar to Cheshire Cat. Being cursed with curiosity? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's actually, like, really deep. What a fascinating direction for a villain. They do villain because they're so curious about everything. Alright, here we go. Let's keep going. Damn, Neo versus Cat. Wasn't expecting it. Wasn't ready for Neo versus Cat. Thank you, Excalibur. Ruby's whole arc got me to cry as a person who's been in a very similar situation as her, minus the Wonderland stuff. What do you mean, minus the Wonderland stuff? Don't you go through these kind of things every day? But for real, though. Yeah, yes. For real. Damn, I didn't expect Rooster Teeth to do this. Rooster Teeth? Them? Really? The people who made a trolley problem look like a black and white situation to handle a topic like this? No way. You gotta be joshing me here. Two tricksters versus each other. Neo versus Cat. Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What are you looking around for? It's the only thing in the room. Don't stop and look around. What are you stopping for? Is this what the drink the tea thing was? People are fucked up. Want some mouse paste? For real. Like, I guess it was the most efficient thing, but man, I wasn't expecting it. Ha. How's our heroes gonna get out of this one, guys? I'm upset. There's still like 4 minutes left. I don't know what's gonna happen. Of course, Blake and Yang have to be holding each other. They can't do anything without each other. I'm scared! Thank you, Demon's Liberation. I made some tea before I realized you're reacting to this episode. Now I don't want to drink it? Damn. I'm sorry. If the cat fuses into Neo, like, does a fusion dance with Neo, that'd be a crazy villain to add into the rest of the story. A confusing one, but a fascinating one. I don't know, man. I didn't think about it. I love the mentality of once she thinks she's killed Ruby, Neo literally has nothing left to live for. And it just hits her like that. Just like, oh, that's literally all I was doing. And now I have nothing left. Huh. Fascinating. Some heavy lifting development on Neo right there. Jesus, the cat laser beams are bananas. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. They've made this, like, dumb Technicolor dude immediately super cool looking. I didn't think they could do it. Thank you, Sky Slasher. How's that emotional damage treating you? I'm just like on a roller coaster. I don't know what to feel anymore. Thank you, M3D. Not gonna lie, Neo not having any reaction to Cinder's betrayal is absurd. Sis Rayleigh is nothing but walking, not talking, kill Ruby plot device. Yes, I agree. Neo really gets shafted in the long run. The only thing keeping her character alive is the fact people really like her design, and that was it. And she has a cool semblance. That was all they had to go off of. Oh, thank you, Excalibur. I guess you can call Neo a lesbian because she ate some. Go, leave. Boo. Boo. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! I wasn't expecting it to happen like that. I wasn't expecting it to work out that way. I didn't think he was going in the mouth. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Oh my god. This became a horror story suddenly. It's a horror story. Thank you. Thank you, Austin. Like the moment of realization where the whole time Ruby has been being mentally tortured, in reality Neo was basically catatonic in the corner. Yeah. I hate, if I had to nitpick anything here, and it's really, like, I don't think anyone truly cares on top of the, fucking body horror nightmare that we just saw. But I wish, White, Spike, and Yang weren't literally just, like, the most worthless pieces of shit ever. They enter, they don't run to Ruby, they just enter and stand the fuck around. Don't do anything about Neo. Don't do anything about the cat. Just stand there. Oh my god. When I said there was 5 minutes left, this wasn't what I was expecting. I also, when I said Cat does a fusion dance with Neo, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it was actually going to happen. I 100% did not think any of that would happen, and it did, and it's not as cool as I thought it was. It's in fact terrifying. We're so close to finishing this. Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! I don't know what to say. Thank you, Not All That Evil. What an exciting and fascinating turn of events. Are you excited to see how they ruin it tomorrow? Oh my god. I honestly have no idea how they could finish up this story. 2 episodes left. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm glad. I am so glad I did only 2 episodes today. I don't think I could do any more. Emotionally. Thank you, Carter! I feel like the writers just brutalized R into taking her life while her teammates watch. It feels way too much. It was a lot in a bad way, in my opinion. Try not to give away the last episode too much. Okay, I understand. And I agree. I feel like we could have led up to it a bit more. And I know Ruby was expressing it a lot throughout the volume. Maybe if we expressed it more predominantly, because she seemed upset, but nothing about what she was going through seemed suicidal. And for her to very suddenly come to this decision, like, yeah, having all your would-be friends tell you how much of a worthless loser you are in like a hallucination type setting would definitely do it. But I don't know, that's the double-edged sword, where I'm like, I feel like that could have been set up a little bit sooner, but also, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my character be sad and suicidal all volume. In fact, that does not sound fun. So, thoughts on Volume 9 now? Man, I don't, man. Golly gee willikers. I don't know. The first half was really awful. The first few episodes was fucking trash. These 2 episodes I watched today, great stuff. Amazing. Amazing animation. Really great, background music. Basically every single complaint I've had was alleviated here. Thank you, Android D. It's weird how fast Neo goes from wanting Ruby gone to, but now I'm sad and I feel empty inside. What do I do now? I feel like it could have been paced better over the course of a whole/half of an episode. I agree. That's like I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like a lot of, like, episode 1, 2, 3, like, the first 5 episodes, basically, could have been trimmed down and shortened, so we could have spent more on this part, you know, and developed this, give more detail and depth to this, rather than wandering around doing a excruciatingly too long chess fight with a brat in episode 3, you know? Thank you, 3DS. Apparently on IMDb, this episode has a TVMA rating. Not surprising. Man, a lot of crap. A lot of horrifying things. Like, not only, like, the suicide stuff, which was a lot, but also watching the cat Zorp into Neo was bananas. I'm glad they made the cat face look good on Neo. It works. It looks good on her. They've failed at cat faces before. Thank you, Anton. Couldn't we have had Neo stagger out of the room so that our heroes race after her after finding Ruby and come in to see this instead of just staring at, like, bumps on a log? I know, right? Like, those little details, like, really? Like I'm sure it was the most efficient thing they could have done in the moment, but not exactly the most, like, have them be farther away, you know? That's the thing. It doesn't matter if they don't run up to help if they're really far away, because then it makes sense, you know? Have them still trying to run up into the house. That would probably fix things. Thank you, Femtanga. How much money do you want me to donate for you to watch the last 2 episodes? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna do that today. Thank you, Carter. No, I'm not gonna do it today, because then I have something to look forward to tomorrow. And I need a break, emotionally. I need to go also to the grocery store. I need to pick up dinner. I'm gonna put on some nice music, and I'm gonna just sit and think about what we've gone through today. And tomorrow, look, like, I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours. I streamed for, like, 2 hours the last 2 times, and I watched 3 whole episodes. I only watched 2 episodes, and it's already almost to 2 hours. Thank you, Carter. We'll share more tomorrow when you see the response the characters have to it and the idea of it. It's hard to express complex feelings over chat, for sure, right? Yes. Also, yes, the walk the doggos. They both have done their second poops of the day, so they won't poop again until 8 o'clock at night, because that's how they work. Give them big ol' hugs? I will. I will. I bet they're sleeping. One of them woke up in the middle of it. But I bet they're sleeping. I haven't drank my Powerade. I was too nervous. My hands feel weird, guys. There's so much blood pumping inside of me. I'm so, like, going through it. I wasn't expecting this. You all said these episodes were really good, and I wasn't prepared. I didn't think it was going to be really good in this direction. I thought there would be fun, and, like, fun dialogue. What? All the comedy from the prior episodes feel so out of place now. I'm glad they didn't try to do any comedy these last 2 episodes. That was much appreciated. Yeah. Bingo. Does this count as Neo dying? I think maybe. One that would work as a technicality, right above Neo dies, is I spelled fugitives wrong also, is the Atlas fugitives get ignored. When I made that, I assumed what that meant would be, we just kind of, like, skip over, like, the entire city entering Vacuo, and it would just be like, hey, everything's fine. If we technically never see the Atlas fugitives, that could get crossed off, but I don't know what happens on, like, the very end. I'm assuming they'll get back home. That's the thing, I have no idea how they will get back home. I'm scared. This chart makes me sad for real, right? There's so many other things on here. The one that I'm most bummed about is not, is my Team Coffee outfits ideas. I wanted to see Fox with sunglasses, and I wanted to see Velvet with a pixie cut, or a bob. Damn, man. Whole lot, man. No, I did not put Ruby's suicide on my bingo board, surprisingly. I know, right? Everyone else did. As for my rank, I don't know. Currently, I would place Volume 9 4th. Like, under Volume 6, above Volume 2. I have to see how it ends, though. I have to think about it all as, like, a unit. Man, it was a lot. Man, it sure was a whole lot. Wasn't it? Golly gee willikers. I guess that's it for today. For now. There was something I wanted. Yes, my biggest thing is I want to know how Alex and Lewis ended up in the Ever After. How did they get here? I want to see if they explain it. I hope they do. I'm sure they will. Surely they'll explain it. We will see. Thank you, Excalibur. Only gets better from here. Dope. Awesome. Yes. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god. So yeah. Critter, I'll send you a drawing of RWBY made. Do it. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Do it. Okay. I'm gonna call it here. I've got things to do. I've got, like, water to drink. I got stuff to go. Thank you, Demon's Liberation. No, give Velvet a hair bun so it'll look like a bunny tail. Yes. That is another good one. There's so many cute things you can do with Velvet. Like, Velvet is just an endless pool of opportunity. Okay, so yeah. Okay. I'm calling it here. This was a crazy stream. So fun. Thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you everyone for donating super chats. That's all really awesome. You're all so kind. I'm always blown away by the kindness of others. Alright, I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow for the thrilling conclusion. I have no idea what to expect. I've kept myself entirely blind from episodes 9 and 10. I know literally nothing. So, gonna be exciting. Can't wait to see it. Scared, nervous, but I'm excited. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.